Hello, everybody. Welcome to the presentation of the second edition of Build Up, Ferrovial Open Call for Startups. This year, we're launching a challenge together with Heathrow Airport, and we are supported by the Climate Kick Spain. Last year, we were here. Last year, we were in South Summit 2017, presenting the first edition of Build Up. We launched a challenge that tackling the safety of our road maintenance workers. And the winning solution was from a startup called Segmotic, a Spanish startup. We are already, at this time, at this very moment, piloting this solution in one of our infrastructures. That means that last year, we committed. This year, we deliver, and we have piloted this solution in our infrastructure in Malaga, in the south of Spain. I recommend everybody who is interested to know more about the solution to go to our stand, to Ferrovial stand. They will show you a little bit a demo of their solution, but also a very most important, they will share with you the experience they have working as a startup with a corporation like Ferrovial. This second edition of Build Up, the open call will be closed on the 3rd of November. I encourage everybody to take part if everybody's interested. Build Up encourages the entrepreneurial talent. Build Up seeks sustainable solutions for Ferrovial needs. And Build Up, of course, want to help your startup grow and build up with us. And to introduce the challenge we are presenting today, I want to give the floor to Mr. Matt Prescott. He's the director of the Center of Excellence for Sustainability of Heathrow Airport. Please, Matt.
Thank you. OK, can you hear me? Yeah, sounds good. Thank you ever so much for coming. Really good to see you all here. And here I am with my single-use plastic bottle, which is very embarrassing given the topic that we have for you today. So you may have noticed in the media, and in the UK, it's everywhere. People are concerned about plastic waste, pollution, and we need to do something about it. And as an airport, we have a big opportunity. So we're going to talk to you about that now. Look at the volume.
Brings the world closer.
We can be proud of the positive impact we have, but like any airport, we also have some major issues to address.
So this is a place with a plan to help lead the way to a more sustainable future for our industry.
After all, we do well when Britain thrives.
So our goal is to empower UK people and businesses.
Starting with our directly employed colleagues,
who will all receive the London Living Wage by 2020.
We believe air travel shouldn't come at the cost of the planet. The future of travel depends on it.
On the ground, this means we are powered by 100% renewable energy.
Over 50 vehicles in our fleet are now electric or plug-in hybrid.
We work with retailers on waste. We're starting a journey to reduce single-use plastics across the airport.
But many of the solutions for sustainable aviation don't yet exist.
So we've launched a Centre of Excellence to explore innovative new ideas and technologies.
And trained 250 of our leadership team to deliver our commitment of growing sustainably.
One of our biggest assets is the airport itself.
We want this place to be a test bed for the future of sustainable flight.
And a stronger and stronger catalyst for positive change across our industry.
We want to improve quality of life for local people.
And we've already halved the number of late-night flights since 2012 to reduce noise pollution.
There's still a long way to travel.
But we have a plan to rise to the challenge. Heathrow 2.0.
Heathrow 2.0.
Heathrow 2.0.
We don't want it again. Next slide. Thank you. So you've heard a little bit about Heathrow 2.0. So that's our plan for sustainable growth. And it is guiding everything we're now doing at the airport. And you heard one of the speakers there on the film talk about single-use plastics. So this is the concern that we have today. Heathrow, for a little bit of context, hosts 81 airlines, serves many destinations all across the world, as you may well know. There are 78 million passengers every year and about 500,000 flights. And there are more single-use plastic security liquid bags than there are passengers. So there are about 85 million of these plastic bags handed out every year, and we want to find a solution for this. So we have a video for you. To explain the challenge.
LAG stands for liquids, aerosols and gels. Did you know that the sum total of LAG bags used at Heathrow every day exceeds the number of passengers that pass through the airport? That's right, the airport issues approximately 85 million plastic bags every year. Single-use plastics like these are a major environmental concern. Have you ever wondered what happens to those single-use plastic bags after you've discarded them? We've got the answer to that. As with all plastic waste, many of them end up contaminating the rivers, lakes and seas you swim in, the beaches you relax on, and the seafood you eat. In its second edition, Build Up with Ferrovial has taken on the responsibility of identifying potential solutions for Heathrow Airport and radically reduce the impact of LAG bags. Are you up for the challenge? We're looking for startups who can come up with alternatives that follow the strict guidelines imposed on security tamper-evident bags manufacturers, or that can present ideas to achieve a more sustainable consumption of plastic resources, such as data-driven rewards, and help shape positive actions and choices. Is that you? You have until the 3rd of November to submit your proposals, and on the 21st of the same month, a workout day will take place to select the winner among all the finalists. Heathrow will work with the winner to pilot their idea. We believe in innovation and in you to help us build up knowledge to achieve a more sustainable environment. Sign up now.
Okay, so what we're looking for is solutions to this challenge. We are interested to identify solutions which could maybe avoid the use of the bag at all, or if the bag is needed, how can you reduce the environmental impact of that bag? Thinking about everything from its manufacture right through to its disposal or its reuse. But what's really important about this bag is it's a requirement by law. So there is a law which governs the use of these bags, and so they must be a certain size, they have different parameters which are essential. So we need to think about the law, and we need to think about the way we can get around the law within the guidelines, but deliver a solution which is better for the environment. And it matters to the people at Heathrow, the security, are very concerned about the plastic waste. The passengers are very concerned about the plastic waste. And we think that if we can find a solution for the airport, this solution can be rolled out across Europe and North America where these bags are required. So we're looking for great innovative ideas to our challenge. It's been something we've been thinking about for a long time, and we have not found the answer yet. So it is very much over to you guys and your colleagues and peers in the innovation community to find the solutions for us. We will take the winning idea and pilot it at the airport, so you get to work with the airport to put the idea into place. And the process that you can see here, it starts now, and we're going to be announcing the short list of the best ideas in November. And later in November, 22nd, we will be judging the winner, and that winner will come with us to work at the airport. And hopefully, if the solution works, we can roll it out. And we are talking about not just the 85 million plastic bags at Heathrow, but then we can start thinking about the many, many more plastic bags at all airports across Europe and North America. So that's the challenge. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, so everybody who is interested, go to the website. You will know more about how to take part in this challenge. As you see, Ferrovial is for real committed with startups, is for real open for startups. And now, as I said previously, we are supported by the Climate Kick Spain. I want to give the floor to José Luis Muñoz, director of the Climate Kick Spain. He will tell you more about the Climate Kick and what they do.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm going to speak Spanish because we wanted to share this initiative here at national level. Climate Kick. Climate Kick es la iniciativa, podríamos llamarla, más grande de innovación y cambio climático en Europa. A ver, quería empezar por aquí. Mirad, ¿sabéis qué es eso? Lo conocéis, ¿no? ¿Os suena? Esa es nuestra casa, ahí es donde vivimos. Sin embargo, los expertos nos dicen que tenemos un gran problema, tenemos un gran reto. Y ese reto es el que, bueno, nos da además una serie de oportunidades. Esto es lo que nos encontramos, ese es nuestro reto. Os podéis imaginar todos los días. ¿Qué es lo que hace Climate Kick? Climate Kick es la comunidad de innovación y conocimiento en cambio climático de Europa. Combinamos el talento de centros de investigación, universidades, empresas y entidades públicas para trabajar conjuntamente y conseguir generar productos y servicios para hacer frente al cambio climático. Ahora después vais a ver aquí 3 de las startups que nosotros hemos acelerado y veréis cómo ellos ponen en práctica transformar esas ideas, ese talento en soluciones y productos eficientes y sostenibles para hacer frente al cambio climático. Aquí tenéis, digamos, quién forma nuestra red. Nuestra red está formada prácticamente en toda Europa, empresas, centros de investigación, universidades y entidades públicas, como decía. Fijaros, no solamente tenemos sede en toda Europa, también tenemos sede en Australia, más de 350 entidades. Algunas de nuestras cifras aquí. Hemos atraído más de 2.500 millones de euros. Hemos atraído para nuestras startups más de 570 millones de euros. Hemos generado más de 1.200 startups. Y todo esto lo hemos generado con nuestra comunidad de más de 550 partners en todo el mundo, en toda Europa. Trabajamos en 4 áreas: ciudades y cambio climático, territorio sostenible, agricultura, forestal, cambio climático, industria y cambio climático, y después la parte financiera. Todo el tema de riesgos, seguros y entorno financiero. Trabajamos desde la idea, desde las mejores ideas donde está el talento, para acelerarlas, después para escalarlas. Y con toda una batería de programas que nos ayudan a formar esos expertos o esas entidades que van a trabajar y hacer frente a este reto. Aquí tenéis, por ejemplo, nuestro programa de aceleración. Consiste en distintas etapas, 3 etapas, donde ponemos, digamos, desde validar los modelos de negocio hasta cerrar los primeros negocios. Esto lo paso. Aquí tenéis algunos datos. Nuestros ratios por cada euro que invertimos en el 2016, generamos en el 2014 10 euros. En el 2017, por cada euro que hemos invertido, hemos generado 20 euros. Y nada más. Vamos a trabajar juntos, podemos hacerlo, y ahora os vamos a presentar, digamos, 3 startups. Ellos os van a contar, digamos, todo lo que han conseguido, todo lo que están haciendo y dónde están trabajando. Gracias.
Hello, can you hear me? Thank you, José Luis. Good morning, thank you for coming. Thanks. No pressure. Well, I will start speaking and preparing for the presentation. We are Kloska Design. We are a small startup that was born in years ago. Give me a second, please. Okay. nothing like a bad start to improve the situation. How are you doing? We are Closca Design. We are a Valencian company born 4 years ago, and I wanted to tell you that our team was born when our CEO couldn't sleep at night thinking how the cities are going, how the traffic, the wasted time going to work, commuting, all the pollution is affecting our daily lives. In few generations that we have been living in cities, we couldn't solve the issue of urban mobility. Another problem that we were facing is the use of plastic. A daily normal action as drinking water has a very, very high environmental impact. We're producing tonnages of plastic in each city every day, and it's just because of a very small, simple action as drinking. That's why we decided to do something, take a step forward, and knowing that there is a group of people out there with the same attitude than us, we wanted to create a brand starting from that, attitudes. If Google today is segmenting us by attitudes, why not start a brand from those attitudes and then create products and services? And this is how Closca was born. To summarize, the values that describe us are good design, smart design, innovation, simplicity, and timeless design. Our first proposal was this helmet 4 years ago. We studied why people don't like to cycle, why they don't use helmets. So with this design, we solved the two main issues. The first one is the fact that helmets are a hassle to carry around, so we make it foldable, so you can carry it with you during your day. It doesn't matter if you go in the underground, if you pick up now a scooter or your bike, you can carry it in your bag. And secondly, it's beautiful. It has become an iconic, fashionable accessory, and it got many awards, as you can see in the presentation. Secondly, we also, in order to fight the use of plastic, we have launched this year a borosilicate glass bottle, a bottle that was made to be refilled, so you don't have to buy plastic every day. We work this in two areas. We also created an app you can find where to fill your bottle in your city. We have uploaded more than 70,000 places, so you can find with our app where to fill your bottle and you don't have to buy plastic. And with this, we wanted to create a community, and the second also target of our bottle was to make it as a fashionable accessory. So when you are wearing the bottle, because you can carry the bottle with you, you are making a statement about yourself. And here we are now. Our main strategy today is working with big collaborations, with big players. We have now launched a campaign with Moleskine. We are in New York now in their store. We have worked with interior design, and also we are now going to launch with Line Bikes. So we invite you to join our movement. We started 4 years ago with the help of Climatic Kick. That was a very strong help for us, not only for help, strategic advice, also financially. And now we are open for new collaborations, and we are opening a new cycle of funding until the end of the year. So we invite you to be part of our adventure, and I wanted to thank you for your attention.
¿Cómo pasas para allá? Okay. Good morning. My name is Diego Polanco from Take4Plus. Circular economy is a buzzword everybody uses. Nobody really knows what it is, and very few people can give you a simple example of circular economy in action. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Maybe. All right. Wastewater treatment plant takes the water from your homes and cleans it. And in the process, the contaminants get concentrated in a sludge that is partially converted to biogas, leaving a final residue. What is the big problems they have in a plant like that? They have two big problems. Problem number one, they don't generate enough biogas to be converted into power, so they need to import a lot of power. and they incur in high residue disposal cost. What is the root reason for these problems? Root reason is that the little bugs that are converting residue into biogas, they are lazy. They don't like to eat solid residue, they like to drink residue juice. The solution, our thermal hydrolysis plant, what we commercialize, can be pictured as a sophisticated pressure cooker that creates that juice for them. Now they drink juice, they're happy bugs, they generate a lot more biogas, and they leave a lot less residue. Importantly, because they've been under high pressure and temperature, now the waste is not a waste anymore, but it's an organic fertilizer that can be monetized. In other words, we move from current linear economy models that consume resources and produce waste to a circular model where some of the wastes are converted into resources, as I explained, biogas and a fertilizer, closing that loop. So this is circular economy. And this is not only sustainable and good for the planet and all that, it is also profitable for the companies. Our impact is massive, and we touch upon at least 5 of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. To focus on one, on climate action, we support the 2 main pillars of climate change fight. Mitigation, because the biogas we create is a renewable energy, and adaptation, because the fertilizer we create improves the soil's resilience. So where are we in this long and winding road of the startups? We incorporated as a company in 2014. In the early days, we put a lot of effort into securing our IP rights, and as a consequence, we have patents both in Spain and internationally. And in 2016, we met Climate Kick, and that was really a turning point. In their accelerator, we had a lot of support, financial support, moral support, teaching if you want. Just to highlight one, we did a lot of validation. We had a preliminary business model that we validated by talking to thousands of clients, and we found one big barrier. Our clients were reluctant to be the first buyer of our technology. Nobody wants to be the first, it's a big risk. So we had to go through the path of building a demo, a little MVP, as they call it. And after that, in 2018, yes, finally it happened, voila, we did our first commercial sale. And it's about €1 million sale. So right now, we have to deliver on what we've sold, make that a very good reference, and call me an optimist, but from that reference, I think the future looks very bright. And in the origin, we have to thank really Climate Kick. And that's it. In a nutshell, quick, simple example you can touch and smell, because this is smelly stuff of circular economy realized. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I'm David Pistoni, and I'm here to invite you to be part of the future of transportation with us. But first, let's see what's happening today in our planet. We have an increasing aerospace congestion. We have only 3% our railway lines working at high speeds, and we are losing hours and hours every day in traffic and breaking new pollution records every year. And here is where Hyperloop comes in. Hyperloop is basically a train levitating inside a tube in vacuum. In that way, we can reach over 1,000 kilometers per hour with a really low energy consumption. Everything started with the Elon Musk competition 4 years ago, where we won the best Hyperloop proposal prize and the best propulsion system. And today, we are making real our proposal of Hyperloop with our partners. And we are not alone. The Hyperloop market is growing really fast, so what makes us different from others? We are focusing into reducing the infrastructure costs. We don't think in Hyperloop only as the faster way of transportation, but also as a technology scalable in order to connect long distances. we are combining our top levitation system with our aerodynamic propulsion in order to simplify our tube requirements, reducing the infrastructure cost, and being able also to work at safer pressure for the passengers. Today, we are 13 people working full-time in the project. We have also the support of different companies around the world and research centers. And we have the support of national and international institutions like Climate Kick and our investors. We already validated and patented our core technologies, and the next big step will be our test track of 2 kilometers test track in Parc Sagunt in Valencia, in order to integrate our technologies in a vehicle at 500 kilometers per hour. Then we will scale our technology first for cargo and then for passengers. Climate Kick was really important for us, not only because of the financial support, but also because the mentoring, because the connection with Europe, and also for being part of this startup ecosystem that is great, because everyone in Climate Kick have the same objective to make our world better. So it's really great to be part of this ecosystem. And Europe is really important for us. We are collaborating with other European Hyperloop companies in order to create a European framework of Hyperloop and start with the regulations, standards, and join forces to make this new transportation a reality. This is our future vision, to connect our world as a metro line, but at high speeds. And I would like to show you a short video about our project.
Imagine continents connected in a matter of minutes. Imagine the comfort of the metro at the speed of a plane. Imagine a scalable and zero emissions global means of transportation. This dream has a name, and it's closer than you can possibly imagine. Welcome to Celeros Hyperloop.
Thank you.
Only for 30 seconds to say thank you very much for coming. Go to the Build Up website and take part in it. Thank you very much to Matt Prescott for coming from London to present the challenge, and thank you the people, and Jose Luis, the people from the Climate Kick Spain, all the startup that presented, very interesting, and thank you very much everybody.